Willie D Live.
What's up, family? If true, the cat is out the bag. Yeah, family. Donald Trump, your president, got some explaining to do. Yeah, fam. Man, they done went and wrote a book. They done went and wrote a tell-all book on Trump and Melania and everybody else who's walked through the halls of the White House during his administration. Yeah, they said a lot of little slick, sneaky, salacious things have been going on in the White House. Yeah, man. Trump has been long suspected of stepping out on Melania. And some people have said that Melania has done some stepping herself. Yeah, man, yeah. Now, why does this concern me? Because I'm an American. And we don't need an emotionally distraught guy making decisions on our behalf. These are life and death decisions that he's making. And we don't need him to be an emotional wreck because his woman is stepping out on him. Yeah, we don't need all of that because his woman is coming down on him for stepping out on her. We don't need that, man. We need a dude who is in control of not just his motor skills, but his motor skills. You picking up what I'm putting down? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, who is the mystery lady? Boom. There she go. There she goes, Natalie Harp. Now, allegedly, she is not just an aide, but an aide. Yeah, man. She's the first aide. Yeah, man. They're saying that this chick right here, they call her the printer because she walks around with a whole lot of information. And she pretty much feeds Trump things to say throughout the day. She's the person who spends the most time around him. Yeah. Now, they're saying that these two were in close quarters and Melania walked in. Now, they say she didn't bust him, like bust him, but they did seem to be just a little too close for comfort. So, what do you make of that, fam? What do you make of that? Is that, Trump is the orange man, and oranges have been known to be squeezed. Every orange got to have a squeeze. You know what I'm talking about, fam? Every orange got to have a squeeze. See, this is what we got to understand. These two right here, they're very, very close. I mean, she's going golfing with her. I ain't never seen Melania golf with him. Yeah. Yeah, what do you think they're watching right there, fam? What do you think they're watching? A lot of pictures of them. A lot of pictures of them together. In fact, more pictures of them lately than Trump and Melania. But hey, don't feel sorry for Melania. Word on the street is, well, let me put it like this. Word in that book is Melania don't want to have nothing to do with Trump. She didn't even want to be in the White House this second time around. She went and stayed somewhere else for the first couple of months. She wasn't even living in the White House. And then when she did move into the White House, she moved into separate rooms. She didn't want no room with her husband. Man, you know how undesirable you got to be the president of the United States of America. And your woman, I'm not just saying any woman, your woman don't want to sleep with her. You can't even get your own woman excited, and you the president of the United States of America. So they got these two investigative, journalists, right? And they wrote this book called Regime Change. Maggie Haberman and Jonathan Swan is their names. The top allegations and insider claims regarding Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump focus on decorating disputes, unorthodox living habits, and living space competitiveness. Yeah, so they say that Trump has been competing with Melania for decorating champion. What man competes with his wife for decorating challenges? He competes with his wife. Who can decorate the best? They say Trump even steals her idea. When she come up with ideas for her room, they say Trump been stealing her ideas. Now, allegedly, I'm not saying this happened. I'm saying allegedly. 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 Melania found out, somebody told Melania about this chick. And Melania allegedly said, "I don't care. I have my own space. I have my own life." I have my own life. Let Donnie do what he wants. Donnie's gonna Donnie. Oh man, this is madness. This is madness. Donnie's gonna Donnie. But they did say Melania wasn't living in the White House for the first 3 months. Her and Barron was living off property. Her and Trump, when they don't stay at the White House, they stay at some hotel, and she lives in one room and he lives in, they don't even have same hotel rooms. They don't even sleep in the same hotel rooms. That's crazy, man. That's wow, crazy. Yeah, so they have bedroom competitiveness. They say that Trump maintained separate bedrooms. Aides reported that Donald Trump seemed competitive with Melania over who could have the better decorated room, even taking furniture and decor that she had personally selected for the center hall. Melania pushed back against her husband's taste for heavy gold flourishes in the White House. And when she entered the Oval Office with Speaker of the House Mike Johnson, she made it clear she was not a fan of the new gold molding. You know that he tried to clown Barack Obama and Michelle with this meme of them boarding the Air Force One draped in graffiti, right? With the words BLM and what was it? Yes, we can, his old campaign slogan. So he tried to call them trash, basically. But if you look at the Oval Office, that Oval Office looked like trash. All that damn gold, all that old gawky gold everywhere, man, that shit looked like trash. Melania says she didn't like it because they say Melania is a minimalist. Trump likes to go overboard with everything. The East Wing demolition in the ballroom she was against. The authors allegedly said that, well, not allegedly, but the author said Melania allegedly was deeply unhappy with Trump's decision to demolish the East Wing where her office was situated to build a large ballroom. Melania was also hot at Trump for destroying most of her rose garden renovation. You know, she had renovated the rose garden in their first term, and she strongly objected to President Donald Trump's plan to pave over parts of it to mirror his Mar-a-Lago estate. She don't like the general house rules, having a minimalist aesthetic. Melania preferred a quiet environment and repeatedly raised concerns about living in what she reportedly called a construction zone. So It's like he's not even trying to cater to his wife. It's like he don't even give a damn what she think. Like, come on, fam, it's decorated. If your woman got taste, it's different now. Some women can't decorate. But most women are better decorators than their man. And plus, even if you don't know how to decorate, it's the White House. You're the first lady. Hire a decorator. And boom, you can get it to look like whatever you want it to look like. Let her have it, man. Let the women decorate. Let her have it. Women love decorating their homes. Let her decorate, bro. Pick your battles. You got to pick your battles. That's one of those things I would have been like, all right, go ahead. Just go ahead. Because here's the thing, too. You can always redo it. If you don't like it, if you get to the end, you're looking at it like, come on now. You can always do something different. And this type of thing should have been settled before they got married. I already know this woman got this level of taste, and I know she can handle this, that, whatever. I trust that. Like, let that woman decorate, man. What kind of dude is that? What kind of dude? Get off into that type of stuff. I ain't got time to be. Look, I'm good at doing it. Don't get me wrong. I'm good at, like, I got a really good eye for architecture and designs and all that kind of stuff. But if somebody else want to do it, if somebody else is capable of doing it, I'll let them go. I'll just take a look at it and say, yeah, yes and no. But you go ahead on and do it. You go ahead and manage the project. Go ahead, knock yourself out. He's going back and forth with his woman about that. And that woman who he keep on spending all that time with, yeah, word is, not only is she and Trump bumping booty, but everybody in the White House is hidden. They say they all sleeping with each other's wives and husbands and all this kind of stuff. And they got different partners outside of their marriages and all this type of stuff. Yeah, man. It says one big old Sodom and Gomorrah. It's a damn shame. Now, don't get me wrong, fam. I know what some of you are thinking. Oh, man, they've tainted the White House. The White House was already tainted. The White House has been lived in by slave owners. So it's already been taken. The White House, I don't respect at all. I have no respect for that at all, because I know what type of legislation that has been written and signed into law inside of that building. And some of the most wicked ideas and schemes have been hatched inside of that building. So, I don't really think much of it anyway. But whatever little dignity that was left, Donald Trump has finished it off. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.